I never thought waters so clear could exist in India, and Andamans is usually associated with, let's say, a lot of beaches, but the jungles here are magnificent. People don't know about them. They're more than 25 million years old.
Well, there's a lot of plastic trash. Either it's from the beach itself, like from the people who are coming in, they never used to have proper waste management. So people used to throw it off at the beach.
हम देखते थे कि काफ़ी प्लास्टिक वेस्ट फैला हुआ था यहाँ पे वहाँ पे, तो इससे ये इनिशिएटिव से कुछ काफ़ी फ़ायदा हुआ, काफ़ी प्लास्टिक यहाँ से अब बाहर चला गया है.
A lot of cleanups are happening up and down. A lot of people keep getting involved. Even the locals now, they started coming in. They do the cleanups themselves also.
बहुत साल से देख रहा था इस तरह पोल्यूशन होता करके. अगर पोल्यूशन इस तरह होएगा बोलने से गेस्ट आएगा नहीं, हम लोग का बिजनेस भी आगे नहीं बढ़ेगा.
It's a long fight. It's not like a solution has been reached, but it's a great thing that they've done. It's never happened in the Andamans to this scale that systematic segregation has happened.
Hello and welcome to Raj Sabha TV's special presentation on how the country is fighting the menace of plastic and its use. Far from the mainland at the Neil Islands of Andaman and Nicobar, an individual story has inspired a great initiative. It's a story of an individual drive, of how the island must be cleaned from the plastic. The initiative that began at the individual level has now spread not just across Neil Island but across the Andaman and Nicobar, and has attracted several stakeholders, including youngsters, the owners of the restaurants and even the government.
Once a faraway settlement, known for its pristine waters and exotic locations, is today bustling with tourists almost round the year. At the end of each tourist season, it's the water of Andamans that often reflects the quantum of a footfall. Plastic, empty food packets, Tetra packs and even food waste adds to the hundreds of kilos of garbage, posing potential harm to the flora and fauna of the islands.
शहीद द्वीप के हम संबंध में अगर बोलेंगे तो बहुत छोटा सा द्वीप है, और यहाँ पर काफ़ी होटल्स है और काफ़ी गेस्ट सीजन्स में अराउंड 1500 गेस्ट यहाँ पे विज़िट करते हैं, और सभी गेस्ट ऑलमोस्ट प्लास्टिक बोतल्स वगैरह लेके आते हैं, तो काफ़ी प्लास्टिक वेस्ट यहाँ पे होता है. तो ये इनिशिएटिव काफ़ी ज़रूरी था, नहीं तो काफ़ी हम देखते थे कि काफ़ी प्लास्टिक वेस्ट फैला हुआ था यहाँ पे वहाँ पे.
टूरिज्म सर आगे अभी तो फ़िलहाल आगे ही बढ़ रहा है सर. पहले तो इस तरह इंडियन गेस्ट नहीं आता था, हम वही बोल रहे हैं आपको. अभी फ़िलहाल इंडियन गेस्ट भी आने शुरू किया, बहुत सारा गेस्ट आता है हमें. लेकिन हमको मतलब है जो टूरिज्म दिखना बोलने से हम लोग के लिए तो सही चीज़ है. गेस्ट लोग आता, इस तरह छोटा इंटर आइलैंड आता, हम लोग के लिए खुशी का बात है. हम लोग पानी का ऊपर जीता बोलने से खुशी का बात है. लेकिन हम लोग सोचता है क्या यहाँ में कुछ पोल्यूशन ना हो. ये पोल्यूशन के लिए हम लोग कोशिश कर रहे हैं. हम भी खुद बहुत साल से देख रहा था इस तरह पोल्यूशन होता करके. अगर पोल्यूशन इस तरह होएगा बोलने से गेस्ट आएगा नहीं, हम लोग का बिजनेस भी आगे नहीं बढ़ेगा.
Cognizant of the growing pollution due to increased tourism and commercial activities in the islands, local administration has been pursuing steps to keep the islands clean. But the scale of pollution meant a close involvement of both the local community as well as awareness amongst the travellers. One of the travellers to the islands was a young graduate, Garima Punya, who first came here in 2017.
The first time I came to this island was as a tourist, when I came to the Andamans for the first time, in fact, not just this island. It was in 2017, and I absolutely fell in love with this place. I had never seen anything like this in my life. I never thought waters so clear could exist in India, and Andamans is usually associated with, let's say, a lot of beaches, but the jungles here are magnificent. People don't know about them. They're more than 25 million years old. It's a very, very special place. So I fell for it like a lot of people do, and but then I saw a lot of waste here, which bothered me. And even when I was here as a tourist and scuba diving, I thought this is something that I would like to try and solve, if that were possible.
Already pursuing a project in solid waste management system, the garbage at the islands and especially on the coastline stirred her leaning towards environment conservation. It was also her growing up years which shaped her worldview about the need to keep surroundings waste-free.
I grew up in cantonments, which are usually very, very clean. So when I moved into the civil areas, or when I very consciously started going out into civilian areas as an adolescent, so that difference would be very clear. The cantonments there's not a scrap of paper lying anywhere, but you move out into other areas, as the entire country is. I mean, it's dirty everywhere. So I remember when I was in school, and if I was in the school bus, I would tell my friends to not throw anything out of the bus and just give it to me, and I would put it in my bag, and my mum would yell at me. She'd be like, why do you have to get the entire bus ka kachra back home? So those were the kinds of things I did, but it took a while for the consciousness to come up, which happened gradually, honestly.
Back from her leisure trip, Garima, all of 26-year-old then, couldn't keep off her thoughts about need to address the issues of pollution in the islands of Andaman and Nicobar, and especially the plastic waste. An year later, in November 2018, with the help of Andaman Nicobar Islands Administration, Garima Punya's brainchild, Kachre Wale project was a reality.
Press it nicely and then start filling again. Okay? The trigger was initially the first visit, and the thought was in my head that I would like to do something. The name Kachre Wale definitely was not in my head then. In 2018, after finishing my job with the Ministry of Drinking Water and Sanitation and Tata Trusts, where I was again working as a consultant for solid waste management, I came here, no return ticket, and I thought I want to do some groundwork, research, study, see what's happening with waste, and see if I can build a project here. And it was around that time when I thought that maybe if I start something, Kachre Wale would be a good name. And the idea was just that my dad, it took him a really long time to come to terms with what I'm doing. Both my parents actually, it's social sector, does not pay well. I left a very big university admission to come here. So all of this was too much for them to take.
Aiming to clean up the Andaman Islands, the project was initially launched involving few individuals driven with a zeal to conserve the environment. Soon, it saw an active participation of local bodies.
हम पिछले दिसंबर से इस प्रोजेक्ट में इन्वॉल्व है. हम मोस्टली यहाँ पर अराउंड 50 होटल्स एंड रिजॉर्ट्स है. वहाँ से हम पूरा प्लास्टिक वेस्ट कलेक्ट कर रहे हैं. एक्चुअली अर्लियर जब हमने स्टार्ट किया था तब सेग्रीगेशन नहीं हो रहा था. हम कंप्लीट वेस्ट ऐसे हमारा गाड़ी हायर करके हम कलेक्ट कर रहे थे और डंपिंग यार्ड में भेज रहे थे. उसके बाद हमारा एक ट्रेनिंग हुआ हैदराबाद में. उसके बाद हमने सेग्रीगेशन का कंसेप्ट स्टार्ट किया और सभी होटल व रेस्टोरेंट में बताए कि आप जो भी कचरा वगैरह भेज रहे हैं उसे आप वहीं पर सेग्रीगेट कीजिए. सभी प्लास्टिक आइटम्स, मेटल आइटम्स, फूड आइटम्स वगैरह. और इसके और वीकली हम डेली कलेक्ट कर रहे थे होटल से. और क्योंकि अब हम सिर्फ अब उनको हमने एक कंसेप्ट दिया गया है कि आप जो भी आपका वेट वेस्ट होगा वो खुद आप अगर उससे डिस्पोज करेंगे, अपना खुद कंपोस्ट बिट बनाकर करेंगे तो बेहतर होगा। और जो भी आपके जो ड्राई वेस्ट होगा वो हम खुद करेंगे। और इसके लिए हमने एक शेड्यूल भी बनाया हुआ है और हमारा जो गाड़ी है वो कलेक्ट कर रहा है उनको शेड्यूल के हिसाब से।
For Mohammed Jabir, a local body executive of Shaheed Dweep, previously naming Neel Islands, the Kachrewala initiative was highly essential to save the island from growing pollution. As the nationwide campaign to make India a plastic waste-free nation was launched in 2019, the steps taken by Andaman administration in this regard got a new push. Every day, hundreds of kilograms of waste, both dry and segregated, is transported from Swaraj and Shaheed Dweep to facilities at Port Blair with active engagement of local bodies. At Port Blair, the waste is either recycled or sent to scrap dealers to be disposed of in an environment-friendly manner.
यहाँ का जनरल पब्लिक है, जनरल पब्लिक के थ्रू ज़्यादा गार्बेज नहीं आ रहा है, बहुत ही मिनिमल है। और सभी के पास अपना लैंड ज़्यादा है और ख़ुद वो अपना फार्मर्स है मोस्टली, उनका तो और उनके पास अपना क्या बोलता एनिमल्स है, वो जो भी अपना वेट वेस्ट होता है उनको दे देते हैं। और उनका जो मिनिमल जो ड्राई वेस्ट होता है वो हम क्या डस्टबिन रखे हुए हैं उसमें डाल देते हैं और हम वहाँ से कलेक्ट कर लेते हैं। हमारा गाड़ी, हमारा लेबर्स है, पंचायत एंगेज किए हुए हैं।
A hotel, whatever waste they generate, they segregate it into any. Right now, it's happening between 4 to 8 categories. So, like your paper, metal, plastic, glass, all of this gets separated, and whatever can be washed, it gets washed, so that no one has to handle dirty waste. We would prefer if people don't have to do that. That the sanitary worker who goes to collect waste doesn't have to collect something that's stinking. So they pack it up nicely. The panchayat will then collect the waste and they store it till the time they have enough quantity to load it into a boat. Now these boats are government boats, government ferries, which are already plying every day. So we didn't want to have the carbon footprint of getting an extra boat to take the waste. So we thought we'll make use of this. It started for the first time when I did a beach cleanup in Neel with school children, 30 plus school children, and 100 kilos of waste was collected. And we didn't want to dump it at the landfill because it just didn't make sense. That was not a solution. So we took it all to Port Blair. We said we won't dump it here. And so that's how the idea began, that we can use these government boats to transport waste.
For the Kachrewala project and Garima Punya, a positive response to the campaign meant an added responsibility to impart awareness, especially to the youngsters and other stakeholders at the local level.
These kind of things, in my experience, always take a lot of time and effort. It is not easy. The administration is a very big system. To get them moving, whether you're outside the system or inside the system, takes a lot of time. It also has a lot to do with behavior change and one-to-one. Like, it's not just the administration that can do this. It also has to do with how much connection and involvement this project has with the local people.
Around 3 to 5 प्लांटेशन ड्राइव किए हैं, प्लांटेशन ड्राइव उसमें बच्चे शामिल थे। और फ़िलहाल हमने प्लास्टिक कलेक्शन ड्राइव भी किया, उसमें भी बच्चे, स्कूल के बच्चे शामिल थे। और बच्चों को भी बताया जाता है कि प्लास्टिक वेस्ट, ड्राई, वेट वेस्ट, इनके बारे में कैसे सेग्रीगेशन होता है, कैसे इनको अलग अलग करना है, क्यों सेग्रीगेशन हम करते हैं। ऐसे अवेयरनेस भी कराया गया था। ये अवेयरनेस फ़िलहाल हम आंगनवाड़ी में भी किए थे। और बाकी जो भी यहाँ पे डिपार्टमेंट्स है उनके इंचार्जेस और स्कूल के इंचार्ज जो भी है उनको भी बताकर हमने एक अवेयरनेस कैंप किए हुए थे, होटल्स वाले को भी बुलाए थे।
In terms of the general Andaman Nicobar administration, they have been very supportive, I think. I mean, to recognize the potential of this project and to be doing these things and helping this start on Havelock, and now they're taking efforts in other places as well. They want to start door-to-door collection in rural areas, planning to do big things for 10 model panchayats. So I would say it's been good support so far.
Well, the beaches at Andamans are synonymous with crystal clear, pristine waters. But few years ago, it wasn't the case. The beaches was littered with plastic and garbage from the restaurants and eating joints and kiosks nearby this beach at the Neil Island. There were several other instances of such a pollution by the sea across Neil Islands. It was this initiative, the Kachrewala project, which involved not just the community members and the government representatives, but also divers and other youngsters, which took forward this initiative to clean up this island.
It has been improving. So I've been in Neil for a while now, at least for like 2 years, 2.5 years, and I've been seeing like trash all over the place, like not waste as such from all the other places, also from waste coming by the sea. So after the initiative started off, like when I met Garima, so and she told me about the whole project, like me and the other divers, we got together, and what we did is like she convinced all of us, like everyone had the thing in their mind that they needed to remove the trash off, but they did not have an idea of how to do it. So she is basically that spark that actually helped us like connect with each other and do all these stuff.
For the resort owners at the Neil Island and especially near the sunrise and sunset beaches of Shahid Dweep, the pollution of the coastline was a recurrent feature at the end of the Everest tourist season.
बीच में बोलने से सो मेनी प्लास्टिक बोतल, मेरा ख्याल में जो मायमा लोग जो ड्रग्स लेते हैं ना, कॉफ सिरप का जो ग्लास बोतल, दुनिया भर का ग्लास बोतल था, छोटा छोटा बोतल था रेड कलर का. अभी भी जो 1-2 बोतल हम लोग मिलता है वो यहाँ का बोतल नहीं है, मायमा ये सब का बोतल है. 1-2 बोतल जो होता है हम लोग फिर भी अटेंड में रहेगा तो हम लोग गेस्ट लोग को बोलता था कि भैया ये बोतल को उठा लो या डस्टबिन में रखा करके. अभी क्लीन होता है वो सब.
Today, Neil Kamal, along with local panchayat members and other resort owners whose livelihood depends upon the tourism, are keeping beaches and surroundings near the resort plastic free. With increased awareness and enhanced involvement of the administration, several private resorts on the islands are following the process of waste segregation and, in process, furthering the need of sustainable ecotourism.
Initially, even I thought it's not going to happen, but it did. It took a while. It's just that resorts had to get into the habit of doing it, and once they did, they also started looking at waste in a different way. It was clean, and they sort of felt happy that now all the waste is right there in front of them, but it's all clean, it doesn't look bad, so there's some value to it, it's going to get recycled. For them, the biggest thing was that they would not want to do segregation if the waste was not being transported out of the island. And that would make sense, because if they're putting in the effort but nothing is happening to it, if it's still going to the landfill, that wouldn't help anyone. But the fact that it goes out of the island is possibly the biggest motivator for them.
मेरा पास जो गेस्ट आता वो गेस्ट लोग ने बीच जाएगा तो बीच जाके देखता बहुत कुछ प्लास्टिक बोतल आ रहा था बीच में. फिर आते आते जैसे कि बाहर का बोतल था, ये सब मलेशिया इंडोनेशिया सारा देश का बोतल आता था. फिर हम गेस्ट लेके कलेक्ट करता था. उसी टाइम गरिमा करके एक मैडम था, यहाँ में आया था. गरिमा ने क्या सोच लिया पता नहीं था. गरिमा आके यहाँ ने हम लोग से मिला है, आके हम लोग को बोला भैया हम वेस्ट कलेक्ट करने वाला है, देश को क्लीन कर. हम बोला तुम इतना कचरा क्यों कर रहे हैं, हमें ऐसी मजाक में बोला था. फिर गरिमा ने बोला हम ये कचरा पसंद है. हम बोला हम भी इस तरह कचरा का काम का पसंद है, क्योंकि हम लोग को देश को संभालना है. फिर दोनों ने सब मिलकर हम लोग शुरू किया है.
The success of this initiative could be seen replicated at the other islands as well, especially at the Havelock, today named Swaraj Dweep, where the waste weighing 5,000 kilograms have been transported to waste management facility for recycling and disposal.
Well, there's a lot of plastic trash. Either it's from the beach itself, like from the people who are coming in, they don't have they never used to have proper waste management, like boxes at least to put the plastic waste and all that. So people used to throw it off at the beach. So once this started, like, and I've seen this increase over a period of time, like you would see the whole beach at some parts littered with trash, but now it's going down. Now it's going down a lot. A lot of cleanups are happening up and down. A lot of people keep getting involved. Even the locals now, they started coming in. They do the cleanups themselves also.
तो हम लोग जगह जगह में डस्टबिन रखा है, टूरिस्ट लोग को बोल दिया, कुछ कुछ जगह में बोर्ड भी डाल दिया हम लोग, जे यूज़ डस्टबिन इस तरह बोल के रखा है सब. अभी गेस्ट लोग भी इस तरह यूज़ कर रहे हैं सर.
Like I've seen the whole group of people go to resorts, talk to them about the whole initiative, and I've seen them also get into the whole project, clean up the place better. They've been segregating their waste even better, and the trash is being taken off at least better than 2.5 years ago. It's way better right now.
It was the transportation of waste out of the islands which was once billed as one of the biggest challenges.
It was not as hard as I thought it would be, in the sense that people were more receptive than I assumed they might be. Like, for example, if you try to do these kind of things in cities, people have a very different kind of attitude there. They feel already chal raha hai, why do we change something like this? But here people still feel connected to the island, especially Neel, because it's not been commercialized so much. And today the project has gone on to Havelock as well, and actually at present doing a lot better at Havelock. I was doing this project by myself for about 4 or 5 months, and then at present I'm working as a consultant for solid waste management for Andaman Nicobar government, and through their support it spread in Havelock, and Havelock has transported almost 5,000 kgs of segregated waste out of the island for recycling.
With almost every section of stakeholders, even the school children joining hands with keeping the islands and its beauty free from the waste, the Kachre Wale project has brought desired results. And it's now up to the local administration and the members of the local bodies how they can further take it forward, and especially add to national mission of making India a plastic waste free nation.
इनिशिएटिव बहुत ही ज़रूरी है. शहीद द्वीप के हम संबंध में अगर बोलेंगे तो बहुत छोटा सा द्वीप है, और यहाँ पर काफ़ी होटल्स है और काफ़ी गेस्ट सीजन्स में अराउंड 1500 गेस्ट यहाँ पे विज़िट करते हैं, और सभी गेस्ट ऑलमोस्ट प्लास्टिक बोटल्स वगैरह लेके आते हैं. तो काफ़ी प्लास्टिक वेस्ट यहाँ पे होता है, तो ये इनिशिएटिव काफ़ी ज़रूरी था. नहीं तो काफ़ी हम देखते थे कि काफ़ी प्लास्टिक वेस्ट फैला हुआ था यहाँ पे वहाँ पे. तो इससे ये इनिशिएटिव से कुछ काफ़ी फ़ायदा हुआ, काफ़ी प्लास्टिक यहाँ से अब बाहर चला गया है, और हम कोशिश करते हैं कि अब ये प्लास्टिक भी कम्प्लीटली बैन हो जाए.
They are receptive to it. They are very receptive to it, but they need to get more convinced, maybe a little bit more. So like, not all of them are actually involved in the project, but maybe we should do a bit more. Maybe be more proactive about meeting the younger ones and then talking. Like, the kids are really good, like, because they've been taught, like school level itself, they're getting taught now about all the waste management and all that. But slightly like adults, young adults maybe we should get them more involved into the whole project. Yeah.
क्योंकि सर हम लोग का जितना बाहर से गेस्ट लोग आता ना, मेरा जानकर है जो बाहर से आता वो लोग को हर कोई उन्हें चश्मा डाल के चलता और सही ढंग से चल नहीं सकता, क्योंकि ये पोल्यूशन का पीछे ही चल रहा है. ठीक है, हमको थोड़ा जानकारी इस तरह हो गया, इसलिए हम बोलता अगर हम लोग देश को साफ सफाई रखेगा, पोल्यूशन नहीं रहेगा, हम लोग और 10 साल कम से कम बचेगा. इसलिए हम वो हिसाब से हम लोग भी सफाई शुरू किया सर.
For Garima Punya, who dropped out of higher studies to pursue her inner calling, the campaign has been an eye-opener as well, getting some really good support from the quarters she had felt would not be forthcoming towards her nascent campaign.
Andamans gets waste from China, from Thailand, from Vietnam, from Korea. So there's trash washing up from other countries all the time. Now, this initiative has tried to concentrate on both aspects of it, that we have beach cleanups And when you have beach cleanups, it's not like you just take everything and dump it. You know, two people will collect only plastic, 2 people will collect only glass, 2 people collect only metal. So that way all of it can be sent for recycling. That is a very important part of the project, because that does not happen in India very often. Like, beach cleanups happen, but it's not diverted towards recycling. That sort of an effort ensures that what we're doing is not just, it doesn't look good just picture wise, like the beach doesn't just look cleaner, that the problem is sorted at a much deeper level. With segregation, of course, what is going in the landfills, that reduces. And landfills, I mean, we know they're very toxic for water. These islands are really small, limited quantity of groundwater. A landfill is not a great idea. So I would say that this initiative in the long run will save these islands from all the bad effects that plastic has, and it's only just begun. There's a long way to go still.
A collective effort which is now bearing fruits to keep Andamans plastic free. A drive to bring home how the waste and chemicals are affecting our everyday lives and how it needs to be fought, taking everyone along. It is this billion years of tranquility which is being preserved with this initiative in one of India's most eco-sensitive zones.
So, well, this was a story of how an individual drive led to the cleanup of beaches from the plastic at Neil Island. Not just the beaches, but also this initiative by an individual, which is now fairly big here at Neil Islands, has led to the movement of the administration and also promotion of ecotourism, as well as taking steps to conserve the environment of Andamans and Nicobar Islands. We hope you like our special presentation from the islands. Thank you for watching this program, and keep watching Rajya Sabha TV for more.